Today we're going to talk about how to unstick your mind. We all find ourselves in these places throughout our life in which we're a little bit confused. We lack the direction that we need. And this isn't for just people that are starting off in their journey, but everybody along the way will find a place in their life in which they don't feel as aligned as they could, right? It's commonplace. Especially as you start to ascend and have some success, there's always this pivotal time in which you're not sure which direction to go. A lot of us have the drive and the motivation, and if you watch my channel, I would hope that you have drive, motivation, and an open mind in order to win. But sometimes we lack the direction that we need to go, right? What should we be focusing on? What should we choose to discard, and what should we choose to focus on? Now, a lot of times, we will start to get into this knot into our mind of this won't work, that won't work, I should do this or that. And we're taking all of the stimulus and letting it distract us. But how do we decide? What process do we use to identify what should be our focus? And then how do we block out all of the other distraction, all of the other noise that is preventing us from the success that we want? Okay, I'm gonna give you guys this framework. And before I hop in, for any of you that want to build a bulletproof mindset, ultimate focus, energy, mental clarity, confidence, and ability to stay on the line and become an optimal being, all you got to do is DM me on Instagram, where you can click the link below, and I will help you guys build a baller mindset. Okay, so now look, let's get into it. In order to build your mindset and retain focus and energy, what we need to do is each and every day build your mind. And we're gonna do this by actually a very simple process of picking a set of daily non-negotiables. Things that we should do that will prime our mind, prime our body, and prime our spirit each and every day, so that when distraction comes in, we don't have to listen to that distraction. So for example, I wake up at 6 a.m., I do prayer, meditation, read a page in a book, go to the gym, and then I eat, healthy all day long. And so by making these choices, I'm fortifying my mind, right? Because the distraction comes in when I wake up. Instead of praying and meditating, go on my phone and scroll Instagram and TikTok. But instead of doing that, I make the choice to pray and meditate. And when I meditate, I'm able to observe my mind and discard the thoughts that are not useful to me in the goals that I'm looking to achieve. So now I'm already priming my mind in the right direction. And when I just want to go back and curl up in bed like a little burrito, but instead I go to the gym, I get another win in which I'm fortifying my mind, basically not letting my mind win, right? As I do this day over day and I stick to the daily non-negotiables that I set out to do, I start to increase my focus and my confidence and my clarity. And once I have a foundation, then I can take a proper analysis of my life and say, hey, what are the things that I have going on in my life right now? The friends, the family, the business decisions, the health, all of these things. And we're going to write them down. And we're going to take a look at this and say, hey, how do each of these fit in to the vision and the life that I want? What is my 1 year, 3 year, 5 year personal, professional, financial goals? And if any of these time sucks or distractions are eliminating me from focusing on the goals that I set out to achieve, I have to cut them. And guys, this is where a lot of people are like, but I can't stop seeing my friend, or I can't spend less time with my girlfriend, or I can't stop doing this. It's like, no, you've chosen not to. Because the greatest people in the world are not the people that are most talented, but those that are willing to make sacrifices. So you're going to have to make some sacrifices. So we look at your goals, we look at what you're currently spending time on, we look at your morning routine, and then we start to remove the things that are distracting us from the life that we want to live. And whenever some bright, shiny object or new opportunity or new girl or new business partner or new idea comes our way, we must put it through the funnel. Is this something that I can do without being distracted on my main goal? So many people are like, yeah, but learn all these skills and get a side hustle and do this and do that. Fuck that. Focus on building you. Until you're making at least $1 million per year take home, don't start doing all these side hustles and shit, okay? Focus on the main thing. You need to become an expert in that thing, and you can't stop even when things get hard or things distract you. Okay? Now, what often happens is we align with our goals. We choose what we need to do each and every day, but we get distracted, and then our mind becomes our own worst enemy, often telling us we're not capable, or this isn't for us, or it's too hard, or this solution isn't going to work. And we run around in our minds talking ourselves out of things. This is where having a support system and other people along the same journey is imperative. Not small-minded, fixed-minded people who are gossiping and working at Starbucks, but I'm talking about people that are on a path to grow, that have a desire to improve their business, their friends, their family, their spirituality, their mind, okay? And it might be a lonely, isolating process to remove some of the small-minded people, and there might be a period of time in which you don't have that many friends along this new journey because you haven't gotten to this path. But whatever you do, I don't care if it's joining a church or an entrepreneurs group or some coaching program or community or finding people at the gym, but find people that align with the future that you want so that you guys can grow together. And find people that are willing to call you out on your shit, give you real, honest feedback. A good friend is not one who pardons. It is someone who actually calls you out and gives you the cold, hard truth because they have love for you, that you will ascend to the level of success that you are capable of. Okay? So guys, that's my framework. Pick your goals, look at everything you're doing now, make sure you have a set morning routine. Within 90 days, you can build your mind, consistently have a daily review, and then get friends that are on the same path as you and get that feedback. Sometimes you're gonna have to be social. And what'll happen when you speak out loud about these things, or you journal about them, or you're social with others, is your problems will start to diminish, and you'll realize that what you said or what you wrote was just existing in your head. But when you made it real through verbal speech or through written language, you realize it's not that big of a deal, and you can create a plan to overcome that problem. Okay? Guys, build your focus day by day with mindset. And if you need help increasing your focus and confidence and clarity, and you need a program, just DM me or click the link in my bio. Stay tuned.